Hello there guys, how you all doing, and welcome to Foolcraft with me, Patanox. This is episode 14 I believe, and we are flying through the episodes now guys. I hope you're all doing really well. We have got a lot of plans for today, and I've also been doing quite a bit in between episodes. If we just have a look, I have gone and updated Foolcraft to 1.3.3 I believe it is now. Mainly because there is going to be some items in that new update that I'm going to be wanting down the road when we get involved in mystical agriculture. Yes, there's some things, but again, that's down the road. That's probably in a few episodes time. But for now guys, one thing I've been working on is the roads. I've done quite a bit, so obviously this is where we were last episode. However, if we go this way, you can see the road leads off over here, and we go quite a bit away. Now I'm still having this problem. If you have a look on the journey map, you can see where I do the chiseling bits, the road goes grey, which I'm not happy about, but we'll have to live with it until they sort out the journey map bug. We'll have to live with it. I am bringing it all the way over here, and we're going over in this direction because this is where our concrete factory is going to be. Now if you remember in the last episode, I said I was going to bring back the compound from our first few episodes, the desert compound that we found. Now yeah, I was going to use the structure blocks to do that. Unfortunately, the structure blocks have a limit of 32 by 32 by 32, and yeah, that compound is 115 blocks long, so it would have meant a lot of messing about. I did try searching all around this world. I spent about 6 hours the other day whilst watching a couple of live streams, just searching around trying to find another version of the compound that we could just move over with the builder's blocks. Yeah, I managed to find, you can see over there, a spire, which looks like a nice little tourist attraction place that we could always use to visit, but I couldn't find the compound. So what I've had to do guys is I've been building it myself. That's right. After 6 hours of search, I decided, you know what, to hell with it, we'll build it ourselves. It's not perfect, but we're getting there, we're getting there. And this is going to become our concrete factory. So here we are, as we can see, it's not bad. It's a good representation, I believe, of the compound. It's not finished at all yet. I've still got the rest of these walls to do, the towers to do, all the little fine detail work to put in, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's not a bad little build. I think I did this in a few hours after searching. I believe it might have even been, was it the no, it wasn't the Hermitcraft live stream. That's today actually. I can't remember what live stream I was watching. I was watching some live streams anyway, and we got all this built. And yes, this is going to be our concrete factory. Now, the way I'm going to be doing this is I'm going to make a cobblestone generator, probably in that room there. Then possibly in one of these side rooms, we'll maybe turn it to sand, and one room into gravel, or maybe gravel over there, and we'll have it turn into sand over here. And then in this main room here, we'll have all of our auto crafters converting it into the concrete powder, possibly. So yeah, this is what we're going to be working on today guys, because as you can see from that road walk as we came down, we're going to need a lot of concrete powder. I mean, if you have a look on the journey map here, yeah, you see all of this road that we've got in, that took about, what would we say, maybe 2 double chests of concrete powder just to do that. So yeah, we're going to need a lot of concrete for all of the road networks that we're going to have in this city, because it's not just the outlying districts but all the city roads as well and everything. They're all going to need them as well, so we're going to be needing a lot of concrete. So yeah, I'm gonna, oops, no, I don't want that. Right, so what was I going to say? Oh yes, right. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do now guys. I'll jump into my creative world and show you the machine that I've come up with for, initially just for turning the cobblestone into sand and gravel. So I'll bring you guys back once we're over there. Alright guys, here we are in my creative testing world, and as you can see here I've got a fair few different iterations of the gravel and sand generation. These first few were the initial tests that I did that actually included the auto crafting. Then I decided to just concentrate on making the sand and gravel, and we'll concentrate on the auto crafting later. So we've got this version here which has two different cobblestone generators making the sand and gravel, and then we have one here which you have your gravel on the right here, and then your sand generated on the left. Turn these crushers turn into gravel, then it goes straight into another crusher, turns it to sand. And if you're wondering why there's pipes here as well, it's because the crushers also produce sand as a byproduct, you see there. So the sand will go down underneath and into the storage chest. And then what I think we're going to go for is this design here. It's a bit more of a compact version of that, because that version had the capacitor banks all over the place. This just runs from one power source. Now the one drawback with this system is it does use quite a lot of its power. But I am probably going to power this whole place with solar cells. I mean, after all, we're building in the desert, and what's the best power source in the desert? The sun. So yeah, we're probably going to need quite a few solar cells, but I'm thinking that's how we'll do it. We'll have solar cells connected up to a capacitor bank, and then the power drain from those. But these can produce sand and gravel pretty quick. You can see it going up there. Yeah, and that's the sort of speeds we're going to be wanting for our automatic concrete powder production. Now the thing is though, if we're going to be making concrete powders of all the different colours, we're either going to need one of these for every different type of concrete powder, or some way of using redstone to choose what colour concrete powder we're going to make. So that's going to be the next step. But for now, what I think we're probably going to do is get this built into our concrete factory facility, just so that we are getting the stage 1 done, and that is the sand and the gravel. So jump back into our Foolcraft world, and we'll get some version of this in place. Right, so I've gone and got the cobblestone generator put in place now, guys. I've also gone and put the gravel and sand crushers in, but I'll just show you the cobblestone generator in this room here. So we have the lava and the water, and these have been running for a while I've gone and put the crushers in. So as you can see, 674 stacks of cobble. That should keep us going for a while, and that is producing cobble quite fast. And you can see we've got two different transfer pipes coming off of here, because one goes into this room just here, and one goes onto the other side, because in this room we've got our crushers set up to produce the gravel. Now it isn't actually running yet because I haven't got these hooked up to any power, but they're all running. And also down the other side, if we head over there, here we go, this is the sand generation. So we've got all of our crushers. The cobblestone comes in here, turns into gravel, goes into the bottom, turns into sand, then they'll come over into sand here. And again, haven't got any because we haven't got these hooked up to power. So yeah, we've gone and got all of these in place, guys. But what I need to do now is, I've spent a while now making the solar cells that we're going to put in for the power for this area. And I've decided I'm going to put those on the roof up here. So we need to get a roof in. Now if you may remember, for the first few episodes when I was on about doing the compound, I was going to use the willow wood. So in this chest over here we have our willow wood. And there's our solar cells. They produce 160 RF per tick each. So hopefully that should be enough for all of these, for all of the crushers and everything. We'll have to wait and see. If we need some more, we'll have to craft some more up. But it took a while just to make these ones, because yeah, I needed gold, Then they need more gold for the energetic alloy and the vibrant alloys. So yeah, there's quite a lot of grind going into making these. Yeah, that took a while. So for now, we're going to use this willow wood to get the roof up on here, and then we'll get these solar cells hooked up and start producing some power to power all these crushers, and hopefully we can start making some sand and gravel, get some of that backlogged while I'm designing the auto crafting system for all the different powders. So I'm just gonna jump in now to get the roof done, and I'll bring you guys back once we've got some of that sorted. So hopefully I shall see you in a moment, guys. And there we are then, guys. So there's the roof in place with all of those solar panels put on top, and it's the morning at the moment, so they're only producing 53% efficiency, but that's still 5,355 RF per tick. Now if we have a look under the roof here, I've gone and put in a rather large capacitor bank, and this is so that it fills up during the day. Then of course it's not going to be producing any power over night time until I get maybe some lunar panels in, but for now 37 million this can hold, which isn't doing too bad. So that should sort out all of the power problems that we might have in the future, because as I can say, we've got the cobblestone generator in here now. This is producing quite a bit. I mean, yeah, that's nearly maxed out this storage drawer. That's 1,600 stacks we've got in there nearly. So yeah, that's doing fine. Then we have the gravel generator just in here. There we go. So that's got 786 stacks. So that's doing pretty well as well. And then we have the sand generator just over this side. There we go. And the sand generator, everything's working, all working rather fast. And that's got over 900 stacks. So yeah, we should be okay for sand and gravel for the time being. Now, I have been trying to figure out how I can sort out the concrete production, because obviously we're going to be auto crafting the powder. Googly eyes Patnox again. Yeah, I've been sorting out how to sort out make the concrete powder. We'll be doing that with the RF Tools Crafters Tier 1. But when it comes to making the actual concrete, what I was going to do is have a mechanical user place the powder down next to a water stream, obviously at the end of a water stream, so it turns it into concrete, and then have the mechanical miner break it. Yeah, I've upgraded to 1.3.3 and there is no mechanical users. Yes, I could go back to 1.2, but I don't want to start messing about changing versions all the time just for one block, and they were taken out for a reason, is that they can be a bit glitchy and cause crashes. So I tweeted this guy, asked him if there was going to be if there was a block placer in the pack that we could use, and he did actually tweet back, replied to my tweet saying that there will be one coming out in 1.4. So yes guys, there will be a new block placer in the 1.4 version of Foolcraft, so that's something to look forward to. Not sure when 1.4 is going to be released. It's been a while since we've had an update, so hopefully that should be soon. But what that does mean is that until that comes out, I can't really finalise this production. I mean, yeah, I can get the concrete powder production put in, so it may crack on with that, but we can't do the actual powder to concrete, the auto breaker. So to be honest, with me trying to figure out the layout of how we're going to put it all in here, I'm not 100% certain on the size and everything yet. So we may just have to stick a pin in this for now, guys, until 1.4 is out and we get this new block placer, which is rather annoying. But for now, what I think we're going to do is something that I've been meaning to do for absolutely weeks now, and this is just as good a time as any. I mean, I know I still need to sort out the roof of this house here, because I want to change it to the cherry red that a lot of the other buildings here have. I mean, we still need to completely redo that in the same way that we did the windmill. But something else we can do, and something I've been meaning to do for a while, is use a DecoCraft to kit this house out. So as you can see, I've already gone and done the kitchen, well, most of it. Not too bad. Got a little cooker and sink, nice big fridge, microwave, spice racks. Something I do need to do is sort out this gap up here, because at the moment these cupboards are floating. So obviously it's where we have a half slab roof ceiling. We'll have to bring that down. That's it. Okay, it's just chiseling bits. But what we are going to do is sort out this living room. Maybe have a dining area over here and living room. Yeah, and then also we want to sort out the upstairs as well, because we do have the bedroom to do. Now if you can remember, I did say about you having like a wet room over here, and there's some bathroom things that in DecoCraft that we can do, and we'll have the bed in this area here. So yeah, we'll get some of that DecoCraft done now, guys, and we shall get this house finally up and done and looking rather nice. So I'm going to get a few more bits and pieces and I'll bring you guys back in 1 second. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've gone and got this roof sorted out now. We've gone and used the architecture craft and changed the wood for the cherry redwood. Yep, and that looks nice. It's in keeping with the area, I think. Going for the cherry red roofs. I'm liking it. And then if we have a look inside, I've gone and done a bit of detail indoors. So a bit of vanilla paintings up. Where we have a lovely chandelier. Yep. And a nice little table with some tulips. Now, unfortunately, because the amount of DecoCraft now in this area, the frames do drop a little bit. 40-45 frames. So again, this isn't somewhere we're going to be visiting all the time. Eventually, I do eventually want to build like a mansion. It's going to be our main base while we're building the city and everything, but that's in the future. Anyway, mirror. Then here we have the living room. Not a bad little bachelor pad here. Lovely rug. Of course, gotta have a computer. And then nice little sofa with the TV. Got a nice selection of DVDs down here. What we got? We have Star Wars, Back to the Future, Jaws, Nightmare Before Christmas, Tron, Ghostbusters and Jurassic Park. There's some classic 90s films there. Pretty good, pretty good. Games console. And a billiards table as well, of course. So it's not a bad looking living room. And then if we have a wander upstairs as well. There's some more paintings up here. Got a nice little view out the windows. Hello, big man. Little landing area, of course, that's the ladders up to the attic. Little aquarium. Now, we have the wet room bathroom. So yes. So let's just take goggles off. Ah, that's better. Nice clean shower. Yes, lovely. This was quite a nice surprise when it actually worked. I was just messing about and oh, the shower actually works. There's not a bad use of diorite. I think got the diorite tiles, prismarine tiles, a custom made floor there with the grate as well for all the water to go down. And then come into the bedroom, wardrobe, dresser, custom rug, and a nice big bed. Oh yes, nice. And a little dream catcher as well. And then out on the decking, we have a couple of sun loungers with a cooler box, and a couple of deck chairs underneath a lovely parasol and telescope as well. So yeah, we're going to put a bit more detail into this building now, guys. I am liking it, but what I'm doing now is something I said that we'd always get around to doing eventually. As you can see, I've gone and ripped this out, getting ready for Origin House to come in. May do that in between episodes. But for now, we've gone and sorted out starting the roof for the windmill, changing it to the... Oh, blimey. Wait for all these chunks to load in. Sort this frame rate out. This is ridiculous. But anyway, yes. Sorting this roof out here. And I'm probably going to get that done, finish doing this off camera, because the frame rate in this area at the moment is crazy, because I've just logged back in And the frame rates on that last clip were just ridiculous, guys. So I've gone and cut some of that out. Been in this area a while now, and yeah, the chunks are all loaded. If you just check on F3, oh yeah, it goes up. It drops every now and again, but yeah, I've been in this area a while now, doing some work, as you can see. So yes, we've gone and got the roof finished, looking good, and we've gone and got the sails finished as well, guys. What do you reckon to that? I am liking that, I must admit. Another little thing I did is I went and hid the ends of all these tigerwood logs, just to neaten it up a bit. Unfortunately I couldn't hide that one, as that is actually a conduit facade, as you can see there. That hides the cables for the slag mill in there. But yeah, that's coming on nice. I'm really liking that now. We've finally got the roof done. Nice slope on there. Like I said a moment ago, yeah, we are getting ready to bring in Origin House to this area here. Nice little nod back to the first 6 episodes. So I'll probably get that done in between episodes at some point. And we'll also want to get the little pond area over here that I was on about getting done. We'll get that put in. And then we just need to put the road in. And then that's the farm done. Although one thing I am thinking is maybe hiding this. Is actually putting a hill over the top of it with wheat growing on top. Just so, I mean, if we have a look on the journey map, you can see that big square. Whereas if that's hidden, that'd look a lot nicer on the map. So yeah, or maybe just put a hill over it. So maybe one episode will come in this area and you'll see that it's hidden by a hill. But yeah, it's coming along nicely now, guys. But what I want to do now is the last building in this area that needs transforming is the inn. That's right, we need to get this in a similar style, so this area is all nice and uniform and looking like a little district, which is what this area is going to be. It's going to be its own little district on the edges of the city. So what we need to do first is go and knock off all these edge bits, all the trapdoors and all. What is that? Oh yeah, it's because I'm flying. And all these slabs as well. All the little details along the edge that aren't actually going to make it through to. What happened there? Why didn't I? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to go and knock all these edges off, and then if we look in my inventory, yeah, plenty of Sakura and the tiger wood. So obviously the spruce wood is going to swap for the tiger wood, and then all the wool and the oak wood, we're going to swap that for the Sakura. So I'm going to get that done now, guys, and I'll bring you back in a sec. Right guys, so I've spent the last couple of hours trying to finish off the final building in this district, and I'm not finished just yet, but I'm thinking some progress has been made. And that's definitely a more of a unified feel now, with the cherry redwood, Sakura and the tiger wood in there. Still got the last few little bits of details to finish up. I mean, I need to change the glass panes that are in there. Some of these fences we can sort out. First thing I'm going to do is change these fences up on the top. I do have a few cherry fences with me here, so we're just going to quickly knock these ones out. There we go. Only 14 of them. That's alright. So yeah, well, maybe I should make ebony fences. That might look better actually, because that cherry wood fence just kind of blends in. Let's just go see if we've got any ebony fence, just to try and tie some of the ebony in that we've got over the windmill over there. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, there's still got a few more details to add in. I mean, I want to do a bit more work on the stone brick lower floor of the inn. Maybe make that part a little bit bigger as well. Let's just see if we've got any ebony. Yes, fantastic. Plenty there. So we don't need that. Right, so let's go do this. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe making the bottom floor where that stone is a bit wider, just like we did with the windmill. That bottom floor where the stone brick was a bit too narrow. So if we make this one a bit wider as well, gives us a bit more room. I do want to extend the balconies either side at the front and back to give like an outside seating area. Putting in a car lot in this area here, car park rather. And if anybody in the UK has ever been out to one of the country pubs where you have to go out into the middle of the countryside and go for maybe a Sunday lunch or something, maybe there's a carvery, they normally have quite a large beer garden with some sort of climbing frame adventure park for all the kids entertained. I wouldn't mind seeing if we're gonna put something like that in the back as well. So that may be something we can try at a later date. But yeah, do you know what? I'm liking this with the ebony fence. That just ties that off rather nicely. And we may just knock these ones out as well. I'm going to change the style of lamp, and the height will have to change as well, because we have got rid of this balcony here. That will be put in once I sort out the floors. If we have a look inside, if I can get in. Come on, let me in. There we go. Yeah, I've gone and taken out all the detail work in here. Because obviously the interiors of this were done vanilla. Pistons and stairs to equal chairs. Well, no, this is modded. Not only do we have DecoCraft, but we also have chisel and bits. We can make our own furniture, custom furniture. So yeah, as you can see, I've still got a fair bit. I've still got to do all the interior work. I went and cleared out all these rooms so you can see what sort of space we're dealing with. I'm thinking this might be the manager's office or something, or maybe the top floor can be like the apartments for the family that own the inn, and then down here you can have a few rooms for the like a bed and breakfast sort of thing. Maybe we can get another room. Maybe we can have a room here with a balcony. It could be like a VIP suite or something. But yeah, we've got loads of plans to do, but we've got the general shape done. And we've gone and converted it so it fits in more with the surrounding district. And I must say, guys, all these houses, they do look like they belong to one little district, and I'm liking this. Don't forget, all these wheat fields, they will come up to the road and come over on this side as well. All around here, all of this will be wheat as well. So yeah, it's going to be a giant wheat area, and then all around there is going to be wheat. All around. Eventually, this house is going to have like a little garden around it. We'll get rid of the smeltery at some point eventually when we no longer need it. But now, 1.4 version is coming out soon, which is when we'll be able to do the automatic concrete machines that will go over in the compound. But one thing that we are going to be losing out on, guys, in 1.4 is the fluid cows. That's right, they've been causing a few problems, and I believe the developers, Scalda and Scalda and HazDS and everything, they've come to the decision to get rid of the fluid cows. So rather than suddenly getting the update and still having these in the world, it's time to say goodbye. Look, our vibrant alloy cow's already gone. Don't know where he's gone. And we seem to be missing a few. So they're already starting to glitch and conductive. Yeah, so sorry guys, but your time has come. We need this area for a car lot. That's right, there's a car park going here, guys. You guys need to go. Goodbye, my friends. You had so much promise. Who knows, maybe one day we'll play another mod. Maybe do a short series and we can get to play with the fluid cows a bit better. But for now, they're not going to be needed. Sorry. Oh, I thought that was a crash then. Flipping heck. Right, let's get rid of the fence. Get rid of these signs. And look at that. All this space now. So yeah, plenty of space. What we'll have to do is level off this hill a bit as well. So I don't like this steep hill. We're going to have the wheat growing around here, so we don't want this big hill. I have to fill in this valley as well. So we've still got a fair bit of work to do, but our time in this area is starting to come to an end, guys, for now. Because I am itching to get building and start developing our actual city. So yeah, I mean, if we have a look on the journey map, I'm thinking at the moment the main area for our city is going to be over here. All of this area is going to be all these water ponds, the lakes and everything. We'll fill all that in, maybe level the terrain off a bit, cover up that ravine, that one there. Yeah, I've done a few preliminary sort of designs for the city layout and everything, so we'll have to see how that goes. I mean, this may end up just being a small district, and our city will be somewhere else on a much bigger landscape. We shall see. We shall see. Who knows? Maybe I'll even get the terraformer block out from extra utilities, I believe it is. Maybe see if we can make ourselves a large area to build a city in. But for now, guys, having killed the cows, that's going to be the end of the episode, guys. We've got a fair bit done. We've made a start on our automatic concrete. We shall be carrying on with that very, very soon as 1.4 is out and we have the automatic block placer. But if you have enjoyed the episode, guys, don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button. Let me know you've enjoyed it. It's a huge help to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, guys. But until next time, take it easy, guys, and I shall see you all in the next episode. See you later, guys. Bye.